That raw light energy right there. The 144 chosen of the chosen few. I greet you all in the ambience of love and beauty that is in the fifth dimension. And I know I'm smiling right now, but it's feeling like, I'm not going to say gloom. It feels heavy. We are going through it. Okay? My people perish for a lack of knowledge. And we are seeing how true that is, especially with all that is going on in my ancestral land. Um, and I'm just sitting out here. Like, yesterday was a heavy hit. Like, yesterday was really feeling the blow. A lot of us may be feeling it. I'm sitting out here grounding with this light that you see. I'm sitting here playing with the light, the sunlight that's beaming over my crown. Yeah, I know I like to play with the light codes. And the moon is, I'm facing the moon. The sun is over my head, and I'm literally facing the moon. So the moon and the sun are out at the same time. This is when I call conversations with the moon and earth, which is giving me a conversation within my own consciousness, within my own mind. Um, as your conscious phase of mind represents the ego or the will to do, which is the sun, and the subconscious is the moon. The subconscious represents your feminine energy or the feelings, thoughts and feelings. So this is an opportunity not just to look at the luminous bodies, but to engage in them with you. What is it saying? What is the understanding? And the sun is coming up behind the moon. The moon is setting. I'm actually facing like west or northwest, and the moon is setting. So usually when I put my right hand on the moon and my left, I'm facing south. And I kind of look at the angles of, like, I usually do get readings as well with it. Well, in that moment, what I saw is that we're facing, let me put it up and see, do it again. We're facing southwest. So the position that we're all in right now as we engage with these the luminous lights is, south means in the past, west is to mean external, so going without. So right now I'm just sharing with you the codes as they're coming in, um, fresh off the top of the crown loads, if you will, and connecting to the earth. I'm grounding right now, bare feet in the earth. Ooh, is that bird has wide wings. Spread your wings and fly. I got that instantly as the message. Spread your wings and fly. Whatever it is you're contemplating, whoever that's for, spread your wings and fly right now. There's no more times for delays. Ooh, it came right over to, and it perched, but it was wide. So spread your wings and spread them wide and fly with your spiritual thoughts. Let nothing hold you back, slow you down. Let me finish what I was saying. Thank you, bird. Facing south is in the past. The west is north, so the west is external, what is on the outside. So we're in a position where we're looking at the past of, which is what our south node represents. So that, take that as it resonates with the south node as well. Our south node is in Virgo. Remember that the cosmic messenger on this ecliptic plane here, the ecliptic plane is very much affiliated with our nodes, the lunar nodes, as it travels along the ecliptic line, or the coordinates line up with it, however it works. But the eclipses are in alignment with our nodes. That's why they are showing up in the houses of where our north and south node is. So the south node is we're facing things in the past for the collective, and even in the individuals. We're looking at where things are no longer of service, right? Virgo is about service. Virgo is about being meticulous about certain details, and it's asking us to extract from the past what we need to extract from the past, right? It is, oh, what you wearing? As people usually like my essential instruments, right? As usual, my ascension tools, my jewel tools as I call them, but they're ascension instruments. These are my AIs. And the west is what is external. So we're in a position where we're looking at the south node. We're looking at what's in the past, but it's what's happening external. We're facing that. It doesn't mean to get caught up in it, but with the moon being our understanding and the sun being our will, The moon is bringing the understanding to what is happening. The moon phase that we're in is a receptive phase. So this is not a time to really jump off and be into action. It's more of a learning how to response. It's not action, it's response. Not reaction, being able to respond to truth, responsibility, right? And we're able to, sometimes you just got to breathe these energies through. Let me get a moment. Because with all of this, I'm still feeling a lot. As I said earlier, I'm smiling, but there's a lot happening, and we're processing these energies. So, facing south and whatever's happening on the west, on the external, being able to face it, have understanding. Understand the instructions that you're getting. While being receptive, we are understanding the instructions that we are getting. And the sun, which is ready to go, go, go all the time, the sun, which is following behind the moon, is saying, I support you. Like, I'm not going to be jumping into action. I'm going to support what the understandings and the instructions that you're giving me. This is intuition time. This is to really the time to go within. Right? As I'm closing out my day, I'm pushing time right now. So even though this is the rising for you all, it's nighttime for me. And I'm still on the third eye in regards to my activation, my full moon work, when I do my work with the full moon, every full moon. So this day would be my third eye day where I'm really looking with intuition. So following that intuition up in the higher chakras, unlocking your intuition, trusting it. And the way to trust it is to allow truth and clarity to resonate with you. That's coming from the throat chakra. When you really allow truth, the truth that you behold, to bring clarity, the revelations that you're having, the things that we're seeing is to be revealed to us, for us to know what to do. As the world turns and as the earth opens up with all the devastations that you're seeing happening, it's like just allowing the opening. It's the portals, the pores within the earth that are opening up and allowing what needs to come up, getting rid of a lot of that energetic debris. And even in doing so, there's still some muck, if you will. There's still some, we're feeling the shaking up of that. So this is why I said we have to ground. Um, we're feeling it move through us, course through us, process us. And this is why those who will do the processing, when you process your emotions, when you face unhealed wounds, then you'll be able to be in a better position to face the southwest position, facing what is in the south and what is coming, what is in the external, what's showing up in the physical world. But with true understanding, with eyes on the moon, that is bringing you internally within, and true understanding to what is. You hold to the love frequencies, and you're able to process, or let's say assimilate, digest what is happening energetically, because we're all feeling it. And it may feel chaotic. In the midst of chaos being chaotic, we have to have that gratitude, an attitude of gratitude, even when it looks like there's nothing to be grateful for, even when it looks like, what is this? Then ask yourself with a higher consciousness, yes, what is this? What is this to thee? What is it to you? And what does it really mean to you? Not what it feels like externally on the outside, but what does it mean to you? What is it saying to you? It's coming up to you and through you so that you can see you. So we're being shown a multitude of things, and a lot of us are feeling things. Whew, really literally feeling it on my skin. Being clairsentient, it's almost hard. It's like I walk into rooms and it's like some of you may even feel that you wanna hold yourself, and it's like, want to scrub your skin or peel your skin off. I know that's graphic, but that's what it feels like energetically. So I understand for those feeling all of this. And some ask me, well, what do I do? Ground. ground and ground some more, and take deep breaths, because the breath is the bridge of life. Believe me, it is these simple things that are going to be your energetic toolkit. Breath. Take deep breaths, even if it's in the middle of a conversation. If you feel overwhelmed, if you feel the pressure, because you can feel people's fears and their energies that they are superimposing on you. Take a deep breath, exhale, and push it back out. When you exhale, you're releasing what doesn't serve you, what's not for you, and you're telling the energies, I'm sending that out. That doesn't belong here. Right? You don't even have to say it. Just have the intention set in your heart when you take the deep breath. Acknowledge what you're seeing. Acknowledge why you're taking the deep breath, and make an intentional conscious decision to exhale and push that energy back. That's how you energetically back off the energetic vampires, the energetic siphoners. And it's happening all around because everyone is looshing. There's loosh everywhere. As the earth is opening up with all its disasters, with everything that's happening, it's just allowing this loosh to really come up. And you know when the loosh comes out, the parasitic energy knows what to grab onto. So we have to contain ourselves. All right? Be free to feel you, but process it. I don't even want to say contain it, process it. Ground, release, allow, lean in. If something is bothering you, like I said, lean into it. Why is that? What is it to me? And what is it that I am here to do with my spiritual responsibility? And I want to say that some of us that may be feeling it extra with what's going on in our ancestral lands is because those ancestral wounds are opening up as well. And we're feeling all of that. We're not just feeling what's happening now, we're feeling the stirring up of emotions, the stirring up of energy in motion. Greetings. We're feeling that real kick up, and the malevolent forces, if you will, that want to grab on. Like while all of this is happening, imagine that there's this flushing, especially in places where you just see the physical floods happening. Whatever you physically see happening, that is what is happening energetically, in the energy of it all, behind the scenes, amongst the people. There's flooding. And after the storms, there's clarity. Just like that song says, I can see clearly now that the rain is gone. As soon as it clears up, you'll see it. And I'm seeing it in different places in the island right now. I'm seeing the separation. There's definitely a split. And I want to do a video about it, but there's definitely a split, and we're seeing it clear. We all know the split that's been happening, but you can clearly see it right now. And you can clear, and when I say clearly, in a way where you have to be obedient to it. The spiritual ones, the warriors, the light warriors, the light bringers, light bearers, we're all being called up into a next level of responsibility to be able to respond to the truth of what we're seeing, and stop engaging and entertaining the energies that are not true, the energies that are amplifying hypocrisy, or not, I wouldn't even say amplifying. What they're doing is they're glorifying it, and they're trying to advertise it, to solicit to people and through people energetically, through the destruction, playing on people's fears because they're getting hit. If they're shot in the lower chakra, specifically the root chakra, when their lifestyle has been completely, disrupted. So the root chakra is in shambles. Now you got to pick up the pieces. Now it's being brought to you so that you can. It's actually an opportunity for you to revamp your root chakra. It's bringing a lot, whether you're in the devastation or not, because even if you're here, like abroad, like I said, we're feeling it because it's in the blood. We're connected to it. So it feels like a shaking of the foundations for us all, because everything as we knew it has been turned to rubble. And we're seeing it unfold right before our eyes, but we're also seeing a shit show. We're also seeing the shuck and jive, the monkey dance. We're seeing the desperate energies do desperate things to hold on to control. And we're seeing those who are choosing to sync with that, and that is their choice, and we have to let go of that. That sometimes is the hurtful part. That is another part that ones like myself have to process, because you see something that others are not seeing. And yet, while seeing that, you still have to have compassion. You have to allow them to have their process. You have to be holding yourself, because its initial reaction is to help and, physically. And it's not to say don't physically help, but be careful, because it will pull you in. It's like a drowning man that you try to help and you give them your hand. And I'm telling this example because I lived it as a little girl. I nearly drowned. I had a near drowning experience giving someone my hand who was panicking and drowned, just panicking. And because I could stand, but she's panicking. And she started to grab, in her panic, I gave her my hand, like, grab my hand. This is what we do. And she not only grabbed it, dunked me, trying to get on top, everything. And this is the energy that I'm seeing. There's a certain desperation. And you got to be careful of just giving your hand. Your hand is an extension of your heart chakra. And which hand are you giving, by the way? Because your right hand is the masculine energy that has to do with giving. And your left hand is the feminine energy that has to do with receiving. So be careful of where you put your hand and what you put your hand in. Ashe, emotional pathways are being reestablished. Yes, that's what's happening now. As the portals open up, these new pathways are being made available for those who have the eyes to see this yellow brick road into the Emerald City. I love that analogy right now, from the solar plexus into the heart. The solar plexus being your identity. Who are you? The whole time they walking down the road trying to figure out who they are and what they really are, who they think they are, what they think they need. Walking down the road talking about, I need a brain, I need a brain. Whole time walking down the road coming up with brilliant ideas. Hello, you have a brain. You are the brain. Whole time walking down the road, I need a heart, I need a heart. Whole time walking down the road, you are exemplifying, using and utilizing your heart. Hello, you have a heart. Whole time walking down the road, I need courage. I need courage. But the whole time walking down the road, you show up with courage when it's needed. Hello, you have courage. Dorothy, whole time, I'm looking for home. I'm looking for home. Whole time walking down the road, all you had to do was click your shoes, which your feet represent understanding. And she had on red shoes, the root chakra. Whole time you had everything you need. You just needed to click your heels. The Achilles heels that you think is your weakness. Click it. And say to yourself 3 times, affirm, there is no place like home. And I'm not saying that you go out there and don't go out there looking crazy. So all I got to do is click my heels. Hey, that might work for somebody, because if you believe it, you perceive it, and you will receive it. Some of us need to stand barefoot in the earth and click our heel 3 times. There's no place like home. Home is where the heart is. So you have that right with you. Looking for the Emerald City, walking into the Emerald City, thinking everything there that's green is what you need, but you was walking with your heart. And you had red on your feet. You had the foundation the whole time. Right? For those who choose to accept, we will become more sensitive beings, more humane, yes, with one another. For those who choose, with these energies as they open up. So we're at a time where we're recognizing our identity of what we are, we're it's like we're going through inventory, or life is taking us through inventory, allowing us to see what we really need, allowing us to check inventory, check your stock, check what you say that you value that may be should not. How you value money, how you value time. And people would look at people like us and think that we don't value money and time. But it is because we have transcended what you claim to value about money, what the world has put a stipulation on of what they made up money to be. We've transcended their definition of money to understand the truth of currency, to understand the truth that our energy is a currency and the money is a byproduct of that. So we don't bend and fold for your demands on money and time. Understand that when we coexist with you in these realms, we are doing so with compassion. We are doing so with the understanding that that is how you operate and that is the only way you're going to understand things. But let's not get it twisted. We are not to be pulled down into those lower frequencies that oftentimes harbor fear-based thoughts and feelings, because it brings us into the chaos. So a lot of times, because of the way we are, and I'm not talking about the spiritual ones that completely dismiss money, there has to be a healthy balance, which is why I'm stretching myself to work in that way with it on that level, even though I know what I know and I know that it is an illusion. And some people will claim to know, but they still don't know it in their heart to be so. They don't know how to detach from the ideals of how to utilize this money. And they don't notice how they are even enslaved by those definitions of money. They think that they're doing the right thing and they think that this is the way. So they don't see the shackles on their minds to this money. They may think that you disregard time because you don't move in their time, and that is because we have transcended the concepts of time, not to let anyone push us into their time. Again, one of the reasons why I do time pushing, or why I obey it when it happens, because I don't intentionally, it happens, it comes up, and I flow into it. I don't fight it, I lean in, and I push the walls of time, the barriers that they have put on us. And believe me, they put straps upon straps upon straps in the constructs of our mind. We are so strapped into their time and within their timeline. So we may look like we don't respect time, but it is because we've transcended it, and you are in bondage to their time. And when I say you, I mean those on the outside, right? Those on the outside, they are in bondage to the time. But for those of us who have transcended it, we don't react to your timestamps. And you may never get it. Whether they get it or not, this is how we are breaking the barriers. And those who are meant to see it will see it. 3 birds flying over in the southwest direction. So reminder of this with the spiritual thoughts that we are facing south. We're facing the things in the past while dealing with what is on the external. So it is for us to allow that external to show us something so that we can learn from the past, grow from the past, take what we need to extract from the past in order to go in northward, in a north trajectory, in order to go northeast, the opposite direction, right? East is to go within. So in order to go within, to head toward that north node, northbound direction of north node in Pisces, expansion of the heart, as we're in the heart chakra right now. So there's so much that a lot of us, and I can personally speak for me, just being connected to Jamaica, and I can only use the example that I have to share that with those, take it however it resonates, but this is what is happening to those of us who are feeling these things. You're feeling all the disarray, but I also want to talk about, thank you, Spirit, the people who are stepping into the creative energies, that it's like as this opens up, yes, there are these dark energies that want to desperately grasp, manipulate, and bully. There's a bully energy stepping in right now, and my heart really goes out to those people. And I don't mean it in that lighthearted way. I mean, I really sent my heart to strengthen you, to for you to stand strong, not just in the face of what happened, but to in facing what happened, and regardless, to stand firm, put your feet strong on the ground, and do not let them push you off your land. There's a bullying energy that is about to take place over there. And we got to really help hold them in those frequencies, especially those who are finding the creative energy, those who are finding the positive loops in the land as it opens up and made some clearing. There are certain points in the land that is opened up for them, and that's because a lot of spiritual people like myself that have been there doing grid work, so to speak, light grid work. You may not even known that you've been doing light grid work, just going to certain locations. Like when I was in Jamaica, I was all over, as some of you have known or seen. I was all over the island, getting all kind of earth codes and road codes. And where I go, I bless everywhere that I go. The rivers that I touch, I speak to the ancestors, I bless them. Anywhere where I am doing soul work, when I do my soul work in certain parts of the land, I am blessing that land. We are setting like timestamps, if you will, or holding little portal slots open. That's what it looks like for those of us who have been doing energy work. Right? There's a couple that I know there that does energy reset work every month. Shout out to Crystal and Ainsley. They do it every month. And they were one of the first group of people that I met when I went there for that long time that I was there. And this energy reset, as Spirit was showing me, is people who are doing things like this, especially when it's intentional good, and no hidden agendas behind it. It's really a pure vibrational energy that helps set the tone in these particular places, specifically when they go physically there. So for those of us who have been doing that, who have been meditating, and even those who have been praying, although I don't do the religion thing because it is a cap. It does keep our people capped and blocked a certain way, but there's still a divine connection in engaging with the positive energies and frequencies. So when they're holding their group prayers, they're amplifying in that area. It's not as strong as those who are not in bondage of religions and are doing it. Their conduits may not be as strong conduits, but the more of them that are together, it may take more of them to do so. Because their conduits are not that strong, it may take more of them. And that's why they strongly believe where two or more are gathered, which is true. And when they have a whole congregation of them that are praying on a particular positive vibrations, not praying on, but praying for, right? A particular positive vibration to be manifested, they are helping to open that portal, even if it's a little at a time, right? And for that, there are parts in the land that is opening up. New rivers are flowing through because the water is claiming certain parts of the land. And the people who are finding those spots, it's like a treasure for them. If they know it faithfully, they understand it, and they see the treasure in it. Honor it. Make it a sacred space. Even if you move back into your home, keep that space sacred. Continue to go there and engage in the earth and in the energy that way, not just because you're in devastation and you were forced to do so. Let that now show you that this is somewhere to go for pleasure. For pleasure that opens up the sacral chakra. Not being in guilt, which blocks it, but to be in pleasure within the land, to find it a paradise as you connect. And the reason why you're so pleased, because you're grateful. They're grateful for the abundance in that land, and they're seeing how the earth gives to you. They're seeing the beauty in it. And this is helping with that Venus energy. Believe me, Venus, this is the maturation of Venus for those who can get it. And those are the ones, and that's what I'm seeing for those of us who want to, who are feeling called. Like I said, be careful of where you put your hand. And what Spirit was showing me is, as we are definitely seeing the split, look to the east. Look to the east for the coming of the king, the kingdom. Look to the east, meaning go within to make sure that those that you are connecting with are also within. Because if you're within, you are in the in, and they're in the in with you. Right, Bird? Thank you, Blue Jay. Yeah, he's saying don't stay on the fence with them. He on the fence. Don't stay on the fence with them. Get what you need to get and go. That's what this bird just showed me. He came to get his little peanut, squawked on the fence. Sound the alarm if you have to. That means recognize something. If you're on the fence, recognize it, and then get what you need to get and go. With those people, with those ones, as we're seeing the split. No judgment. Use your discernment, your spiritual discernment. Use that, because that is your wisdom. The risen Sophia energy of wisdom, so you can know the difference. And you get what you need to get, and you go. You share what you share with them, share the little bit that you can, and you go. So you don't keep judgment and say, oh no, well, I'm not gonna be bothered. And I know it's easier to do that, because I've been feeling that. I've been feeling sometimes like this shutdown, and like, that's it. Why even be bothered? Because I can do what I need to do just with me, for me, and within me. And for some people, that is the isolation that you need. I may need to go into an isolation time. However, I got to also answer the call that I'm getting. You got to know when you're getting the call and it's time to come out of isolation. And since I had my hiatus already, it's like Spirit is like, nope, buck up. We got some spiritual work to do. Just know when and where, know where to go. See the split and have compassion on them, but leave them where they are. Get what you're getting. Don't stay on the fence about it. Get what you get in, face it, and then go. Ashe. For those who choose to accept. Oh, okay, I read that already. So I wanted to share that with you while I sit here with the sun and the moon. Get your sun and moon conversations, because it really is paralleling to what is in your own consciousness, as the sun and moon that is in your consciousness. Your conscious and your subconscious mind is the sun and the moon within your entire soul. And when you harmonize with it, you access your super conscious mind, which is the Christ conscious, the consciousness of knowledge. Just like the Sophia consciousness is a consciousness of wisdom. So I share this so that we, just to share the messages, and of course share with you all any questions, any comments. I love when I can share with those who are here. So, remember, the lives is for you to go ahead and tap on in. So if anyone has any questions, that will be the time. Tomorrow, for those who want to help go through these energies, I'm doing a detox to detach starting tomorrow. It's not an everyday, it's a 14-day program, but we don't meet for 14 days. We'll meet tomorrow, we'll meet somewhere in the middle, and we'll meet at the end to keep us going, to hold us accountable in the process of the detox to detach. And it's going to help you. And believe me, a lot of people need that right now. So if you get this, if you're feeling some of this, please don't hesitate. I have it so that it's accessible to everyone. So don't hesitate. Email me at akilatextri@gmail.com. That's AKILAHTEXTRI@gmail.com. We already did our root chakra 3-day workshop. The next one coming up is going to be the sacral chakra workshop, and that will be after the detox to detach. That will be a 3-day workshop. And for those who took the root one, it is very, very beneficial. It helped those open up the things that they weren't seeing deep in their energy body, which is the doorway into your consciousness. So it helps you to tap in to your conscious mind. It helps you to unlock the subconscious blocks, right? I feel attacked in my body and my mind as if not wanted. A lot of us are feeling that on many different levels. Like I said, I had a heavy day yesterday, so the feeling of the attack, a lot of us, and I'm still feeling resistance of, the world around me. It's not so much my resistance, but at the same time, there may be some in there as well that gets activated with the resistance of the world. And it feels like an attack, especially when you're doing what the divine is showing you. And the divine has showed me and gave me clear instructions of what to do in this particular devastation and crisis, and how it is affecting me, particularly as it activates my DNA, as it activates ancestral traumas, particularly in me. I have to move in a careful way. We all have to, if we're, especially if we have that blood connection. That DNA is turning over, right? There are codes that are being unlocked. There are lies that are being unblocked. Like, remove that lie. Pull it. It's like when someone stitches something. That's what I'm seeing is when someone pulls the stitch back out. Like, ooh, I made a mistake. I stitched that wrong. And they get that little, I'm going to call it the stitcher puller. And it's pulling out the stitch. It's like, that's what we're doing now. It's like, ooh, no, this was stitched wrong. I'm going to have to pull that out so I can align it, and you know what I mean, and set it on the vibratory field. And what was stitched wrong was all this inauthenticity. And that's what we're all seeing, the lies in politics, the lies in governmental tactics, the lies and the cries, as you hear the child in the background cries. Right? Do not walk with sympathy for their cries, because it is embedded with their lies and alibis. Empathize, don't sympathize. And empathy just means that we can feel what they feel. It doesn't mean feel sorry for. Because when you feel sorry for and you sympathize, it plays on your guilt. Oh, I feel sorry for them. And you start to feel bad without even realizing it. You start to feel shame. Oh, I got to do something about this. So honor the truth of your feelings. Set a strong foundation. Allow these energies, because they are unleashing so much, and not to mention a whole nother interstellar object that just showed up on November 3rd, the day that we were celebrating Venus Day, as the messenger passes Venus. So there's so much things being activated as the messenger is activating our solar system. All systems are coming online, stepping into one mind consciousness. Stepping in Babylon into Jerusalem in Mount Zion. That's a little Rasta in me. That's the Rastas will know that old song. That's a throwback. But that's what I'm hearing. And when I said Jerusalem, I'm hearing the New Jerusalem, which is in Revelations, when it talks about building the New Jerusalem. And in order to build the New Jerusalem, it says you have to go on high, up high. You have to go on high in your consciousness and up high through the 12 gates. It says when you look through the 12 gates. Ooh, I don't know if everybody ready for that. The 12 gates are the 12 houses. So when you begin to look back to, when you look through the cosmos, that is how you're going to rebuild your new city. Even that in Jamaica, when they're talking about him building a new city, let him talk his talk. That is a message for us to pick up the mantle. It's saying it is time for the new city. The true city that is in you. Take up your mantle. And the only way you can see the new city, that means you have to be able to perceive it. Third eye activations. Because it's not in front of your two eyes right now. Right now it's looking like chaos and dark matter chatter, parasitic energy running free. But internally, esoterically, inner sightly, the new city is right there. Those of us who see it, see it. It's not just going to drop in our laps though, but we can see it. And that Jerusalem means the habitation of peace. Some people are experiencing that New Jerusalem and they don't even know it. The ones who are finding those parts of the island where the water is blue and true and running through for you and you and you. Those are the people that we want to be, and not those who are in terror and destruction and chaos and looking for a handout. Look at the ones who are self-resilient, because there's a message in that. That alone is activation codes. That alone is a transmission in time. They are witnessing the new city. But to intentionally see the new city, we got to look through the 12 gates. The 12 gates, the houses. And we got to look at each. It says something like about 4 of them, like, but it's basically talking about the elements, those signs or houses that are assigned to certain elements. The 4 elements. So there are 3 signs each that apply to each element. So we're looking at all this beauty, and I want to help us to see by helping me. I'm speaking to you because I'm speaking to me. Because as we're going through it, I got to be working this self-mastery and seeing the beauty. That's why I sit out here with nature. That's why I listen to the wind codes. That's why I look at Charlie, my squirrel. Hey, Charlie. And the birds and the butterfly. Let nature come alive in you and around you so you can see the truth, beauty, and goodness that sets you all free, sets us all free into liberation, sets us free and allow others to be. Let me say that again. It sets us free and allows others to be. Let them be right where they are, and know to yourself that you cannot help them. You can give them some. Those are the people that you can give them a fish for them to eat for a day. Everybody can't be taught how to fish. And let those who are teachable come amongst you, or you put yourself amongst them in that way. Other than that, just like this bird just came in, get what you getting and go. Give what you giving and go. And that's how what I'm seeing, the split with the 2 different type of people. For me, if I'm going to give and cut and go, and that's it. There's nothing more between us. But to those who are reachable and teachable, to those who you can teach how to fish, oh, I'm going to sit with them. I'm going to sit with them. I will invest with them. I'm going to stay with them. And when I say invest, I'm not talking about money. Y'all should already know. I'm talking about I'm going to invest my energy. I'm going to engage and invest my energy. Those are the ones that you engage and invest with. When you see the split, leave them where they are. Don't argue with them about it, because we're not here to fight them about it. Speak in assertiveness when you have to let them know, hey, your energy is not going to cross that line. I have a boundary. Set healthy boundaries. Regardless of how it may look to others. Oh, you don't got to be like that. Yes, I do. You don't got to be like that, but you choose not to know truth. Yet you want me to swim in your pool, your cesspool of fears, because you know not truth and you know not yourself. You don't have to do what you do, but that is your choice. I must oblige the divine formulas, I call them divine formulas, the spiritual laws, the principalities within time. And as we shift timelines, we have to obey the principalities of that timeline, or else we can't hold the frequency and the vibration of that timeline. So we lock ourselves out. That's what's happening right now. The doomsday that is happening is those who can't make it. They're just locking themselves out because it's happening. It's gonna happen. And it is happening. The new city is nigh and on high. It's here and it's near and very clear for those who can see it. It's not going to stop. And this is the desperation of those desperate energies. They think they stop in the light. Even when they delay some of us, when they distract us light workers and delay us, they think they stop in the light. And as a matter of fact, they know they not, but they just get off on trying anyway. They get off on doing the desperate things, anything they could do to slow it down. But they can't stop it. And little do they know, on top of that, they block themselves out. And people who allow themselves to be these tools and these devices, they get locked out and blocked out. That's on them. So fret not thyself, dear ones and loved ones, beloved ones. Fret not thyself. And I'm saying it to you because I have to say it to myself. While I stand here grounded and rooted in the earth, in love and compassion, that is the earth magic that I'm walking in. The earth magic that is going to bring me into the heart, into the healing, which is the revealing, allowing the revelations. Because when you respect the revelations, when people, let me say this, for those who are truly respecting the revelations, and respect means to relook, when you respect the revelations, you don't waste too much energy getting mad at the dysfunctions and what's happening. It can be frustrating, it can be upsetting, but you don't waste too much energy there, because we see beyond that. When you embrace those higher frequencies, it holds you to a different order. We are obedient to a higher order, and we have to be responsible for that. So we don't really sit in the funk of that, but we have to allow ourselves to process it. Drink lots of water. Like right now I'm talking to you and I can feel it. I have to get some water. I can feel it. Go get you some water in my throat, because this is a meditation for me. As I'm sharing with you, I'm sharing my energy. And I do it, this is also helping and therapeutic as well, because I do it in times where I feel like closing within. But with all these energies and this heaviness, I don't want to give into it. So I sit down and I have the conversation with you, whether it's live or whether it's creating a video, because I know the attacks that I'm under. I know what I have and what I have to share to help those come out of it. It's one thing that's worse. They do not like. Bad enough you shining the light, worse when you sharing it. So I know that I'm under that attack. But regardless, I'm going to keep moving. Keep stepping forward, one step at a time. And faithfully, that helps someone else to see that within themselves and for themselves. You are who you came here to be. You are exactly who you know that you are as you see. And don't let anything, the things that are happening around you are maybe making you feel doubt, making you feel like, well, maybe, no, you know what you were shown. We know what we were shown. Don't let it shake you. See, my leaf is like, My leaf friend here, don't let it shake you. You know why you're here. So it's going to be the assimilation. It's going to be the demiurge, but do not give into those energies. Do not give it your attention. They're here to do their job. They're a part of the assimilation. They're the contrast that helps us to see what we are not to be and where we should be. It helps to even project us. A lot of us are being catapulted now into that next position, into that new timeline, but we have to hold the frequencies. No matter what, hold the heart-bracing frequencies, hold the truth. Even if you just have to be still for a few minutes, step away from everything and everyone and just be still and take deep breaths and honor the love frequency, honor the beauty, find the balance and the harmony. Ashe. It's a beautiful day. Glad to be able to share that with you. I have to remind myself of myself, lest I be convinced otherwise. Exactly. This is a remembering right now. Right now, for those of you who are here with me, this is the remembering. We have to have the remembering at every moment. Every now moment, remember who you are. Remember what you are. Remember what you're here to do. Remember the starlight being that you are. And if you don't remember, get into the remembering with those like-minded ones like yourself. That's why I offer the workshops that I do, so you can get into yourself, remember yourself, have a total recall with your higher self. So right now during retrograde month, there's so much flooding through and happening. There's the deep shadows that we're removing in the house of Scorpio with Black Moon Lilith. So it's very, very beneficial right now for us to practice a letting go and a detaching, which is why I was guided to do the detox, the detach at this moment right now. So if you feel called, if you feel led, guided to, share it with someone. It's definitely going to help to detach from certain things that we are still entangled with in our minds subconsciously and don't know how these conflicting thoughts are what's blocking us from accessing what we need to access. And it's also attracting the attacks in a certain way. Ashe? So look into yourself, see what needs to be done. Don't be shy, don't hold back. Get in where you fit in, and there is a fit for all of us to get in, if that makes sense. I know it makes sense to me, Ashe. I don't know, sometimes that, just, that's my little inner playful side that I do with my children, my little inner me. And sometimes we got to let that inner child out too. Let her play, let him play. We don't got to be serious all day. Hey, 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 what you say. Jamaica, I'm on the way. For those who are all up in our layings. Ashe. So I am the creator in the creator. Ashe, I am that I am. That part right there. Know your identity. Who are you? We are the creator in creation and in the creator of time. So be a part of the creative activity. But pay attention to the receptive activity, because that is where you get your instructions. As I face the moon, let it lead the way. So during this moon season, receive the instructions. Allow yourself to continue to pull apart what you're seeing. So when you see something that is like, wait a minute, and it calls you to react, take a deep breath. Don't react. Ask yourself, what is it I need to see? What's the instruction in this? What is the truth in this? What is the clarity in this that will validate my insight in this, so that I honor my intuition in this? This is where it art. I was gonna say start, but the word art came out of me. This is where it art. This is where it starts, and this is the art. Alchemizing. And maybe that's why that came out of me, because I have something coming up, and it's like Spirit is saying, yeah, you need to get that art out. It's an acronym for what I am working on that is going to be available to us all. So you may hear me say that again. This is art. That's how Spirit brought it out. So for those who are here right now, you heard it first. I didn't mean to say it, but I guess Spirit meant to, and it was a confirmation for me. This is like, yep, you heard it. This is the art. But this is where you start. And this is where you start, in the heart. Let's go ahead and expand that heart. Let's take a deep breath. Let me do that with us right now. See, I didn't hit my kickstand. Yeah, sometimes we got to kick away the stand, yo. Kick away the footstool. Kick away the stand. All right, let's take a deep breath. Roll your shoulders back, and we're going to take a deep breath. And instead of contracting, maybe we've been contracting, we need to expand. So we're going to open our chest cavity, our heart, and expand the heart. Deep breath in and expand. Push it out. Let's do it again. Deep breath in. Open up that crown. Let it in. And expand. Push that other energy out one more time, because 3 times is not only a charm, but 3 times is a portal of the 369. First dimensional space. right? And it is creative completion. So let's have this creative completion. Deep breath in, hold it, and out. And push it out. Expand. Feel that. Open it up and push it out. All right? I don't know about you, but them 3 deep breaths did a little nice 1, 2, 3 for me. So faithfully, this is shed some light on something for someone, somewhere, somehow, in time. Continue to work with the dimensions in your mind because there's a lot opening up right now within the infinite nine. With that, I love you all. Have a good rest of your day. I'll have a good rest of my night. Peace, love, and light.